Your first act, gentleman I was just talking about, second album on iTunes. I think he came in at number one. I think he came in at number one. So that's actually pretty good. It's a lot of different things happening, but I saw him on this Zoom show. Absolutely did a great job. And so I want you to enjoy him. So please put together Dario Durham, everybody. Dario.
What's happening? How's everybody doing? Very good. Good to be here. Very good to be here. It's a long way up here, man, from where I'm from. Southside Chicago. Southside, it's far, you know what I mean? You got to go through the hood, another hood, and then white people. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, man. And I'm happy to be here, though, man. I just want to start out by saying one little petty thing. I got to get some petty stuff off my chest, okay? And I know y'all can understand these couple things. First thing is, I don't like people that put their jackets on like this. You know? Like, that's just annoying, right? It's really not fun. It's not cool either. That's just a micro flex. You know what I mean? Like, we see your jacket, okay? Like, we see it. Just like, just put it on one arm at a time like the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's crazy. Chains be flying and stuff. I got hit in the nose with the zipper. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, when you get hit like that, you know what I mean? Like, that just bothers you the whole day. No matter what you're doing, food don't taste good. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like, nothing. No, there's no funny jokes. Nothing. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The other thing I want to get out the way, I've been holding this one in. Ladies, I need y'all to listen. This is for y'all. Men, I got your back on this one, okay? I promise. She said, uh-oh. Hey, look, I'm just telling the truth here. Ladies, when y'all in the argument with your man, stop calling our PlayStation a Nintendo. Okay? Like, we don't need those kind of microaggressions, okay? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I be playing 2K on, all right? Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, be in the middle of a conversation, talk about, you know what, you with your little boys, when y'all get together, you just sit there and play your Nintendo the whole time. You know what I mean? You all this, first of all, I'm distracted. Second of all, you know what I mean? like Nintendo's for children, for children. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, I'm a grown man. Did y'all know this? That Serena Williams, y'all know who Serena Williams is, right? Did you know that her daughter is the youngest ever owner of a sports team? Did you know that? No, I promise you can look it up. The first thing I thought was, black people will put bills in their kids' name no matter what. It's really ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine being that kid, 18 years later, you get a collection notice from the Chicago Bulls? Talking about why y'all defaulted, like if you don't put something on it, they're gonna be playing at the park. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, you know what? Go ahead, let them play at the park. Like, they can play a short game of 21. It's real. Like, there's no contracts. It's just who got next. You know what I mean? That's all. All right, so I went to Colorado this past week. Okay, I went to Colorado. Anybody been to Colorado? Yeah. Colorado fun. Yeah, Colorado is real fun. Beautiful place. You know what I mean? What they don't tell you is that you can't drink the same way you drink back in your native land. So, yeah, I heard them groans. Yeah, so I went there, you know, trying to be, you know, the big tough Dario I am. My dude was like, hey, man, you want a drink? I was like, do I want a drink? Come on, brother, I'm on vacation. He said, now, you know, I don't think you can handle this. And I said, you must not know who I am. I had one sip of wine and I was pretty much gone. Like, I don't even remember the first night, really. You know what I mean? It was a really trip, man. I'm thinking, you ever been so like hungover and to the point where regular food is not enough? Like, there's not enough water to intake. You know what I mean? Tell me why I went to Whole Foods and got gourmet hamburgers just to fix that high that I had. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was, I went there with the thought process I was gonna get really high. You know what I mean? Like I was like, all right, these are the original founders of recreational fun. You know? So I'm gonna go there and do that. I didn't know that the air was gonna just mess me up like that. Like, it's so embarrassing too because like I'm a big tough dude. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. All right, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym a lot, right? And I could do a lot of things strength-wise in the gym. I didn't realize again that 5 steps would literally take my breath away. I'm sitting here, going up a mountain, going up to the room. Every time I reached a flat plateau is what I was calling it. I went like this. I was like, you know what I mean? Like this, and then I saw this one dude just running up the mountain, had a backpack on. Y'all white people, y'all know how it is on mountains, okay? I'm not built for this. You know what I'm saying? He had a little sippy straw thing too. Never seen one of those in real life. I seen it on TV. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's so different. I almost went to ask him, brother, can I get a sip or something, man? You just gonna roll by me and not, man, that's crazy. Like, all right, I just want y'all to know one thing, man. I know I've been mentioning a lot of white people. I'm gonna talk about black people too, trust me. But I want you to realize this is a big year for y'all, okay? Like it's a big year. You got a fork in the road, right? Like you can go left or you can go right. For the most part, y'all been going the right way, all right? And I like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of y'all, okay? I'm a fan. It's been different this year, you know what I mean? Like, it's been different. I walk down the street in 2019, and I get these kind of hellos. I get those, with the closed mouth. Now, because of these protests and the way things have been going, I get open mouth hellos, you know what I mean? Nice Jordans, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. It's just, they not even Jordans, they regular Nikes, but I get what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I can respect the effort. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when, at the beginning of the year, when quarantine hit and the people that worked were called essential workers? You remember that? Yeah, essential workers. And then they didn't have a name for the other people that didn't do nothing. Like this, that's, to me, that's real disrespectful, but that's a whole different topic. You know what I mean? Like still not classing people the right way. But I was thinking, early June, when all these protests, you know what I mean, happened, when all the Black Lives Matter stuff started happening, right? I was thinking to myself, I was like, God, dog, this is our moment. As black people, we finally here again, you know what I mean? Like, for the 400th year, you know what I mean? Like we about to make progress here. Then I thought again, I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm not just a regular token black dude no more. I'm an essential black man. You know what I mean? Like I got a little bit more value now. You know what I mean? Like, it sound real bad. It sound real bad when somebody in the group back in the day was like, oh man, Dari, here's our token black guy. You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever said that to me, by the way. But you know what I mean? Like, that sound bad, don't it? That sound really bad. But if I walked in the room and my man right here said, hey, high five, what's up, my essential brother? I think I would like that a lot, man. You know what I mean? Like, that just make me feel good. You know what I mean? It just feel really empowered. Quick change here, okay? I want to tell you a little story about myself, okay? And how I deal with bullies, okay? We've all been bullied before, right? Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun to deal with bullies, okay? The worst bully I ever had was the eye doctor, okay? He's the worst. He's the worst person, okay? I want to ask you this too. Have you ever in your life heard a kid say they want to grow up and be an eye doctor? You've never heard that, right? Like it's usually a teacher, a regular real doctor, or like an astronaut or some wild stuff like that they tried to put in our heads back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff. You ain't never hear somebody say, I want to be an eye doctor. Never, right? Those people are the ones that got bullied in school. So what they do, they grow up to do something that is like another microaggression. We're going to undercut the man and start using these big words they don't understand. And I'm going to diss them every time, right? That's what eye doctors are. This is what happened to me, right? I walk in to the eye doctor, right? He hit me with the puff test right away. First of all, that test don't mean nothing, okay? That's a test I'm pretty sure everybody has failed, okay? Because you can't, if you're right, if you blink once, you failed. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't get the point of that test, right? It's stupid. It's really stupid. So he hit me with the puff test, right? Now I'm gonna need glasses to get out here because I can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? The next thing he did is he made me sit down on a little clicky thing. You know what I mean? The little seat thing where they pick the lenses out. You remember those things? You know that thing I'm talking about? Look. This what happened, right? So I sit down, right? I sit down. I'm on the thing, right? I'm waiting my time. He goes, 1 or 2. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm ticklish, okay? So I must have sat too close because every time he clicked it, my eyelashes caught and I was giggling. So he said 1 or 2. I said, 1. He goes 3 or 4. I said, go back to 1 or 2. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous, man. Like, not only did he get me to laugh and giggle like that, but now I gotta admit that I can't see that well. Then you know the little poster board that they had, the letters on there, and they go big to small. First of all, I don't even read the terms and conditions on anything that I open and buy. Why would I read that last line? You know what I mean? Like I don't even care. Like, you know, I don't even try. I just be sitting up there reciting rap lyrics, you know? He like, no, that's not right, dog. That's not it. It's crazy, man. So he came back, and this is where the real bully stuff came in, right? So he comes back, and he had the diagnosis, AKA roast, right? And he did the little doctor thing, you know what I mean? This is how I knew it was a problem, because the whole time he was calling me Dario, but when he came back, he was like Mr. Durham. You know, that's how you know it's about to be a problem. So, and he stood like this. He stood like this, you know, a clipboard in his dumb little hand. And he went like this. He said, Mr. Durham, you're astigmatic. I'm from CPS, y'all. Anything longer than 3 syllables, I'm out the game, okay? So I'm sitting there wondering if I'm about to die or not. You know what I mean? I'm about to call my mom and be like, Mama, at what age am I supposed to have a will? I might not see you again. Like, I'm sitting there in my head, astigmatic. Good Lord, this is a problem. Then he wasn't finished. And he goes, and you got a lazy eye. I was like, first of all, they ain't even got no scientific term. You just called me cockeyed. You know? I wrote the back of the bus. I know what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just, you know the problem with being astigmatic and having a lazy eye at the same time? If y'all get mad at your partner right now and you don't want to argue, what you do, you just roll your eyes, right? You just roll your eyes and you look away. But if I do that, my eye gonna get stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't do that. I can't get that angry, you know? But because I'm smart, I figured out a way around it, you know? I don't roll my eyes now. I just roll my whole head, you know what I mean? Like, forget you, you know what I mean? My neck muscle's strong as heck. If you come up here and touch me right now, your finger gonna hurt, you know what I mean? Oh man, look. So I met my first white friend in Carl Sandburg out in Orland Park. I don't know if y'all familiar. Yeah, I went to high school out in Orland Park for the first year, right? And came from the South Side, right? Came from the South Side, didn't know nobody, but this is my first time. It's a culture change, man. I don't care what nobody say. That's a real thing. Like that happens, you know. So I met him. His name was Mike. One thing y'all need to know about Mike in high school: all Mikes are bad people. Okay. They are just bad people, right? There's 3 types of Mikes, okay? There's Michael. Michael is a bit of a nerd. Good guy, gonna achieve things in life, okay? There's Mike, right? Mike, kind of a bad kid in high school. You know, you're gonna get detention a couple times, miss a couple assignments, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be all right. Then there's Mikey. Mikey's gonna grow up to be a mob member, all right? Like let's just get that straight. He's a dangerous one, all right? Like just if you see him, avoid him at all costs. That's when you should walk across the street. That's all I'm saying, because he's gonna get you in trouble. You know what I mean? I met Mike, right? I was over at Mike's house. You know, Mike is the Italian family, right? We upstairs playing video games. Mike's mom goes, "Mike, come downstairs. It's dinner time." Mike says, "Mom, shut up. I'm not hungry. Me and Dario are playing WWF." I looked at Mike real quick. I was like, "Mike, speak for yourself." I'm hungry, you know what I mean? like, and I'm losing this game, you know what I mean? So let's get out of here. But Mike was my friend at the time. He's one of my best friends. I never forget him. I looked up to him. I tried it when I got home, okay? I tried it when I got home. And if y'all know by looking at me, that did not sit well, okay? Here's what happened. I'm upstairs. I'm playing my video games, PS2, okay? I'm playing it. My mom goes, Dario! And I thought to what Mike would do in this situation. I said, what? All I heard next was, so I backed up and I locked the door, right? I wasn't gonna get got. I knew I made a mistake at that time. My mom walks up to the door and I could tell she was at the top of her anger. All I heard, she put her head against the door and all I heard was this. Y'all know that scene in Jurassic Park where the dinosaur, the little talons, you saw the shadow? In my head, I swear I saw her toes. So now I gotta think fast, okay? She goes, Dario, if you don't open this door right now, you don't pay enough rent here to lock a door in my house. And I said, okay, think Dario. We had DARE class in CPS, okay? We had DARE class in Chicago Public Schools. And they said in case of emergency or fire, what you wanna do is you wanna walk up to the door and see if it's hot. So my mom is at the other side of the door, and I walk up to the door and I put my hand on the back of the door like this. And she says, Dario? I said, Mom, you sound mad. And that was it. Hey, thank y'all, man. That's been my time. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me.